Welcome. So today we're going to be talking about chapter 1 and 2 of Foreign Affairs. So right off the bat I would like to say there were a lot of anticipations and excitements for this book, and now those really paid off. If this book was quite waiting, and after a long time we're getting a non-gender locked book in choices, and of course besides being non-gender locked, it's also like gender of choices because your main character has a lot of genders, not just two. So that's really awesome, something Pixelberry did, and I look forward for this to continue in various books in next year. Now, if you have chosen male main character, you'll see probably the elementalist main character, so that was awesome, I guess. Now the story is compact, I would like to say again. The first two chapters, it was worth reading, and then we see it starts like we're going to this press conference, and then we've been fallen victim of the scandal, like for our forbidden romance, and then we get 6 months back in time. We go 6 months back in time, basically. So then, and what led to that situation, we're going to follow now. So we go to Van Cross Institute, as you know, and then we meet there a lot of our students, and we were briefed first. Our mom is running for the third re-election campaign in the country of Rutherland, and then we know this. We have a rival country, and we were told to stay away from the first daughter or son of the Rutherland. No, the Rutherland's enemy country. So now what happens, like we first see Dion. We meet Dion, as you say, who is the little princess and our roommate. So that was really awesome, and her character is going to be a supportive character throughout the book. And also, like, we first meet Blaine, and that's really cool because Blaine's character is gonna be the character because we see on multiple occasions, like, we getting text from our the agents of our mom's re-election campaign that to stay away from Blaine or to not go closer to them because the paparazzis are out there. The guy who is Craig in Baby Bump 2 is basically the paparazzi, and he's really an antagonist character. We see that, so he's going to be a pain in the neck for us here too. So now, Dion, Blaine, and our main character were followed by those paparazzis, but we hide. We get this diamond scene with Blaine. We get to know about them, but later in the book, we found out from Dion that Blaine is basically the first child of our rival country, Rutherland's rival country. So that was a definitely we feel betrayed because we think like, why didn't Blaine tell us anything about that? So in the chapter 2, you see we're mostly avoiding Blaine or something, and Blaine is also like saying like we're basically obeying our mother, and basically we care about this political everything. But Blaine seems like, she isn't. Blaine, they're not too much proud of what their father and mother are doing, and sending them to this university, Van Cross Institute. So they're a rebel. We see like, flipping the middle finger to the paparazzis. We see the Blaines, but we didn't know it was Blaine back then. So in terms of Blaine character, we're gonna see. So we see at the end of the chapter 2, like, when we're assigned a group project. So we're gonna be assigned the group project, and in our group we're gonna have Blaine. So when we're getting text to stay away from Blaine, when we think now we gotta stay away from Blaine, they're the enemy country's first child. So, but now that's really awesome, like how things are going to turn out. This forbidden romance, we know it's going to happen, but that storyline is super awesome. Also, I would like to talk about Tatum. So we see Tatum is our bodyguard. So we see like when we were when we were children. So we were really good friends. Then Tatum left for the military services, and at one point, see like Tatum says like, well, when they're gonna be he's gonna be back. It's definitely more than him. Our main character's mom knows. So now, after he went to military, then we thought like we'll be pen pal, but really the connection broke down, and suddenly we see Tatum, our childhood friend, in the Van Cross Institute, and he was our bodyguard. He was assigned to be our bodyguard. So that was really awesome. Like, we see like Tatum, like, as they said in the choices blog post, like he has a distant look. So what is happening? Like, we get this dimension with Tatum in this book too, chapter 2. we go to Stargaze, and like Tatum feels like we feel like we managed to break his shell at one point. We made him laugh, but we're leaning closer now. But people were there, so he just flinched back. Now that's a really interesting thing that happened. I would like to say like there is more to Tatum, and I really liked Tatum's character. I really liked all the three love interests, even our classmates, and I would really say like Tatum's character is definitely I would like to see him because the way he is, like why he's distant. There is a story behind him being this to our this kind, but his this kind of behavior toward our main character. Like we were really close friends. What happened in the course of his time when he served in the militaries? So now, does he blame us or anything? So what's going on really? I don't think that's so, but we have to know some story. So that's really what sometimes on his face closeness, the friendliness flickers, and sometimes it goes out. So it's on and off. So this character is developed, and I'm really excited for Tatum and Blaine character. As I said, like it's the main attraction because the forbidden romance with Blaine. And now there's a third love interest that is Aina, who is our TOEC. We get this moment to dance in the book too with her, and also, chapter two, we get to dance in the party. Also, we have this little like we can increase our diplomacy point. We can tell her like we'll lower the volume because the volume was loud. Now from our classmates, we find another prince there like Dion. We find Zaira. So Zaira is the one with like black lipstick and lots of hair. And then we find some other characters. Among them, I think Alex. There is a guy. I think he could be a problem for us. I don't know now. It is too early to say, but I think he could be a problem because they said like friends or foes. So not all of them are gonna be our friends. So some of them are gonna be foes. So I think Alex is who was like, why did you say like we will not gonna turn the music down? So that guy could be a problem in our neck, and we'd have to look out for that. I think so now. And also, so the times with Aina and Tatum and Blaine was those times were awesome. The diamond scenes were awesome, and we're gonna see like so far with the Blaine. It's with what happened with Sam and what happened in Nanny Affair, and with sort of our professor mainly in Queen Bee. That's the same thing. Seeing like Blaine. We can't be closer, and it's a really big of a scandal now because the countries depend on that. Our mom's re-election campaign depends on that, and it's gonna be a story, and it's going to happen. We know, like we can't just change it. It has happened. We're seeing like how did it happen? Now, if you'll ask me, like, is it gonna be really Blaine because it is going to happen at the end? So I think, look, Tatum is our bodyguard. So if we are caught with our bodyguard, so that would raise, like if like the paparazzis are there, like they say, oh, bodyguard and the president's son or daughter, the president's child, they have children, they have something in them, or like if we, even if it is Aina, I think she's a T and she's older than our main character, so there could be one thing. So it's going to be awesome. So let's see what happens because I think before that incident happens, like for what reason the at the start we see like we're in the press conference, we're like the paparazzis are asking like the sex scandal they're saying. So with whom it is going to be, if you ask me, it could be either of these three, like any of these three, like it could be Aina, it could be Blaine, it could be so now I feel like it could be mainly Blaine because Blaine is gender customizable. So that's why they made Blaine gender customizable, because you can choose, or race customizable, even though that was the one character. So I feel like the potential is there among the three characters because it doesn't matter who you choose to romance, it feels forbidden. If Blaine is the really forbidden, then also Tatum, like he's working there, and if you can, like if you have a relationship, if you pursue a relationship with Tatum, it's also thing scandalous because paparazzis, they make scandal out of anything, like, and also with Aina, thing goes. So it's gonna be super awesome. All the characters are looking so far. Zaira, Dion, they're super awesome. Our allies probably, and then we have Aina, our love interest. We have Blaine, as I said, and we have Tatum. So all the characters are super nice. I really like Tatum. I want to know what's behind this Tatum this faraway looks, and this distance, the wall he's building between our main character and them. So I want to see that. And also Aina, I'm ready to spend more time with Aina, and also Blaine. That's the main thing, hot gossip, what happens next. And I'm really liking the chemistry between our main character and Blaine, and how the story is going to develop. We will try to first steer clear of her, but we'll be pushed together, and then we'll be together, then we'll fall for the scandal. I think it could be for with Blaine, it could be with Aina, it could be with Tatum. Let's see what happens. Let me know, guys, in the comment section, what do you think about this. How do you like the book so far? It's super awesome, guys. If you haven't played yet, go ahead, give it a shot. Play Foreign Affairs and Choices. And if you don't have choices, then download the app. It's super awesome. Thank you, guys. Bye.